Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This one of a paired match against Harvey. We're doing the first year of the 30 Years' War. I have the Bohemian Revolt against his German Catholics. Lots of terrain on this map, potentially a deep stream, I can't quite tell. In any case, there's forests, there's roughs, I'm grabbing detached musketeers, dragoons, 3 additional units of raw later tercio, 1 later tercio. The raw ones are extremely unreliable, of course, but they can fight cavalry and they can hide in terrain. All 3 light horse, 1 additional tercio, and 2 additional arquebusiers. No cuirassiers, so my horse is going to be... it's going to need to avoid melee contact with his horse. But I think I should be able to do that. Although, looking at this, I'm kind of starting to get tempted to just kind of do that. Let's do that. Now we have all 4 tercios. I'm not sure how good a choice that is, but I also don't like the idea of being outnumbered in them. So now the deficiency of our army is heavy horse, which we lack, but otherwise we're looking pretty healthy. Okay, so apparently we have sent 5 units on a march around our right flank. In other words, we're going to have to fight a defensive action holding the line of the stream until those reinforcements arrive, hopefully at a decisive moment. So, in the meantime, looks like there might be more infantry there, perhaps. We can consider shifting our tercio over. Do we have lights to deal with on this wing? Yes, I'll want to switch to face them in that case. And that is how we will start. Well, why don't we inch forward a bit. That'll do. Next turn. Two units of cavalry, huh? Ooh, they passed a cohesion check. Yeah, we just have to wait for our 5 units of reinforcements, really. So with that in mind, you might prepare to swing around. You all just have to hopefully not get disrupted. We're out of close range cannon fire, for whatever that's worth. Yeah. You're all alone out there. Probably shouldn't move any further out then. Next turn. Again, we just have to keep waiting for those reinforcements to arrive. Turn the guns. Being an idiot, I am tempted to just cross over, to be honest, but I think I will hold myself back a little longer. There's just got to be more lurking, and here's the thing. Well, screw it, we'll switch you over and fill the gap with infantry. Next turn. Okay, and you can continue to shift over. This is approximately where our reinforcements will show up at who knows what point. So eventually we will want to be advancing here. Next turn. Still need those reinforcements. Well, in the meantime, you can finish getting over and push a bit. And do we shuffle the line forward? Kind of tempted. Need to avoid this rough ground. Okay, next turn. Where the hell are my reinforcements? Nowhere so far. Here. Hit it again. Nope. Let's inch forward a little bit. I don't know about fully crossing over. Let's consider it. Right. Do we attack? Not yet. Shift over. Okay. And finish getting in line. Good. Do we shift you over as well? I don't think so because of the reinforcements that we will be getting. Next turn. So I did a count of the units at the start of the recording for this and figured out more or less, I think, what's going to be coming around this flank. It's going to be 2 light hussars, 2 detached musketeers, and 2 arquebusiers. So anytime now, theoretically, they should be showing up and, you know, being useful. Continue to inch forward a bit here. What do we do with this cavalry? I think we do keep them in the center. Now, do we wait? Yeah, I think now we wait for our reinforcements. It's kind of unfortunate. I hope they show up soon because the reinforcements I'm waiting on are largely skirmishing type units that will need time to have an effect themselves. Obviously, he will not be attacking across a deep stream. Every time I've attacked, I've lost. Yeah, that's fair. And the thing is, I kind of want to tell him, like, yes, I do intend to attack, but I'm waiting for my reinforcements. But of course, if I tell him, oh, there we go. I thought it was 6 units, but I guess it was 5. Is it mean? Well, I guess that's how you learn the game. Now we can let that develop a little bit. And Tercio, Tercio. That's the weak point that we want to hit. Your extra cohesion check? Nope. Turn those guns. And we inch forward. Okay. So Harvey just pointed out that in Fog 2, the flankers don't get to move the first turn, they just arrive. I forgot about that. But yeah, so... Okay, well, I guess it's something we remember for next time. I think it's also the... If I recall correctly, in Fog 2, Send Flank March is a separate scenario type, whereas here this is a open battle scenario and it just randomly selected that sequence of events. I do have 16 turns, so I don't need to get totally carried away yet. Why don't we shut these hussars? Oh. Oh. Kind of thought they'd evade. Alright then. Hold firm, fair enough. Get our musketeers and dragoons forward. They will push towards rough ground. Arquebusiers. Cavalry is kind of a problem. I suppose we'll hover in the rough for the moment. Let's get a shot off. Start pushing forward a bit. I don't want to have the line fall apart during the advance though, so we will push everyone forward slowly. Do we cross yet, or wait for the infantry? I think that's okay for now. Right, so apparently Send Flank March is an entirely different scenario type in Fog, whereas it can just randomly happen in Pike and Shot. Oh! Ouch, losing to light cavalry. Well, these crosshairs are disordered. I don't know if that really matters that much. Score disruption, that's good. If I move here, I might block my own evasion. Let's lurk over here. And what do I want you to do? I guess move away. I'm just gonna say threaten the guns. Suppose we can still do that. Who knows exactly what's hiding in here, but ooh, that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to try to zone them out with cavalry. Alright, we're approaching the final phase. Next turn. Oh no! If we break, this could get very messy. We do break, and it will get very messy. Alright, what else is hiding? Yep, another Tercio. And yeah, cavalry, that's fine, we'll just engage in melee. Ouch. 8% in one turn. That's not gonna last. Well, we'll try, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nothing you can do but die. Disperse the guns. Good. And well, there's nothing for it, right? We just have to get in. Maybe charge them. See where we end up. That could be good. Good. I like that. Okay. Now you're going to have to zone that Tercio in. Now if this was Fog 2, I could just shift here again to a flanking position, but it's not, so I'll just have to sit here instead. Withdraw. If they turn to push into the center, then I'll have to come back in, but otherwise I'd rather fight where we're all disordered. Okay, this will be close. Next turn. Yeah, goodbye to them. Should bounce off. Yep. No frag. Get out of here. Nicely done. Which way do we go? That could work to our advantage. We'll see. Ouch. Well, I'll get one last nothing. Okay, fine. Frag and break. Into contact. Set up that flank. Back into the deep stone. Well, at least anyone who charges them will be disordered themselves. What a mess. Next turn. Just hold out for a turn, please. Good. Held firm. Oof. No Kyle in the later tercio. Bounce that. And we lose our detached musketeers now. Well, at least we'll get pursued off map. They'll be back, I assume. Well, not much you can do, so hunt dragoons. They hold firm. Get ready for a rear charge next turn. Lock them in. This will be an even enough match. Here, pour in some musketry quick. Get that flank. I was hoping for a frag, but they held firm despite 20 casualties. They hold firm as well. Okay. Next turn. Cohesion? Nope, they hold firm. We'll have to just pile on head on. They both held firm. They might rally up, actually. That could be trouble. Well, we'll hit them in the rear next turn. Excellent. Disruption. Alright, both units are disordered here. Bounce that. Can't keep that up forever. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Yeah, the 50 POA is just too much for them to overcome, I think. 75 in the case of fighting the raw Early Tercio. So here, we're going to gradually lose being raw and not having Kyle status. Let's see here. Enemy Tercio. No melee capabilities apply. If Kyle not fragged or severely disordered. It's only moderately disordered, isn't it? I would think that this would actually count. Not sure why that is, to be honest. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I'll have to maybe ask Richard about this one. I know it's been a long time since he's worked on Pike and Shot, but here we go. Okay, if you just want gameplay, feel free to skip ahead, but I did ask Richard about this interaction on the forum. And he explained it to me, and it does make sense, but it's pretty convoluted. So, for one thing, deep stream is the same as forest. For the purposes of disorder, medium foot is described as moderately disordered in this kind of terrain. What that actually means is 22% disorder. Mixed foot, while it's also described as moderately disordered, is actually 30% disordered. So this 30% is arrived at by the average of disorder amongst the mixed, medium, and heavy foot in a unit. However, for that calculation, it is assumed that all mixed foot is 33% pike and 66% shot. That's the most common ratio at later periods in the game, and they didn't want to complicate the game by having it take into account the exact ratio of pike to shot in every single different type of formation. So, what does that mean for this interaction? Well, basically, I needed to read this more carefully. The Kyle is plus 50 versus any if in open terrain, and Kyle not fragmented or severely disordered. Well, the Kyle not being fragged or disordered is not referring to the disorder level of the whole unit, which is arrived at by averaging the heavy and medium foot. The Kyle portion is severely disordered in the deep stream. So, no Kyle POA. So the easiest way to illustrate this would be to think about what would happen if we had, say, a unit of Swiss pike or a Landsknecht pike or a Scottish pike, some kind of earlier Renaissance full pike and heavy weapon unit. So a unit like that is moderately disordered and rough. Thus, the average for a mixed foot unit would be slightly disordered, but that means that the Kyle portion of the unit is moderately disordered, and thus, though you do suffer from the disorder penalty, you still get the Kyle effect. A pike unit will be severely disordered in forest or deep stream, so a mixed foot is on average moderately disordered, but the pike portion would be severely disordered, so you don't get the Kyle bonus. So it is all working as designed, just not something I'd really dug into before. So I've been playing this game for 7 years and still learning new things. On with the match. Well, in the meantime, and fire. Good. Maybe should have charged him with this unit first so they couldn't fall back. They'd be disordered and we'd be steady, but the disruption with shooting worked out. Get that rear charge. Fragged. And they will just evade. That is what it is. Oh well. In the meantime, why don't we start shifting around with that unit? That's everyone. Next turn. Oof, yeah, that is bound to happen eventually. In a one-on-one fight, it was going to go someone's way, so... Do break the Arquebus here, so... Yep. Well, hopefully we can start a kind of cascade of routes here. Oof. Surprised that went badly, but we passed the check, so it's alright. Bounced again, we might frag? Nope, not yet. Soon. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. So we break, that does what? Surprisingly, everyone passed their check. Very surprising. Break on the later tercio. Another break. And a break on our own tercio. Oof. Nice. Well, now we pour in some fire. They hold firm. Let's see. Shuffle around. We'll try to hit that unit as well. Charge. No catch. That's everyone. We're up by 8%. Next turn. Ooh, we might get a rear charge off there. Rally. Nope. Okay. That's getting concerning. Oh, also concerning. Plus 22. What the hell is going on here? Ah. I see. Okay. Well, fire. And again. And again. Let's try to wear them down. Okay. Next up, let's zone out these hussars so they can't just come kill our fragged unit. We'll just hang out here, I suppose. Oh, then we're in musket shot. There's no winning. Hopefully we rally up to steady. Just be annoying. Okay, that's everyone. Next turn, up 22, so not quite enough to do it. So we'll have to try to take out one of these two units. Our raw later tercios. Or maybe just that one. That could do the trick. We need to head them off again from engaging our fragged unit. Ouch. Held firm though. Ooh, that's surprising. We have a slight chance to win. Down 75 POA for Kyle and Raw, but they're disrupted. So at that point, we might as well pile on. See what we can do. Get that drop. Probably should have fired first, but that's okay. Wheel you around. Here. Zone them in. Shoot. Charge these dragoons. Disruption. That's probably game. Alright, and we've reached the end. Well, clearly the reinforcements came in at a useful time, although Harvey did do a good job knocking out a number of my troops that came in over here. Still, cavalry intervention from the rear did end up proving useful, and I think that was only possible because of those reinforcements coming in when they did. Otherwise, had it gone on, I mean, I struggled to see how Harvey could turn this around. If you charge into this stream here, now we know, no Kyle bonus, disorder, and the cavalry could charge in. If he turns around, I could pile in even more men into here. Most of my own tercios are intact, so that's pretty much it. Sounds like Harvey and I are going to play some Fog 2 medieval matches coming up, so the natural cycle of me losing things can resume shortly. So a good game to Harvey, and till next time.